Breaking news, Ryan Garcia came out stating that Gervonta Davis doesn't hit that hard. His punches aren't that heavy, where when Tank caught him with a body shot, he could have gotten up and continued, according to Ryan, without getting knocked out by Gervonta. So the million-dollar question at this point, why didn't Ryan Garcia continue, but instead he quit? That don't make a whole lot of sense. But let Ryan tell it. Ryan said it was mental. Mentally, he could have continued, but physically, he couldn't. Man, that's like saying, mentally, I could fly like Superman, but physically, I can't fly. Talk about the level of delusion. If you could do something only mentally, but not physically, all because of the effect of Gervonta Davis' punch, that would mean Gervonta Davis hit Ryan so hard, he disconnected his mental from his physical. That's how hard Gervonta hit. That's how hard Gervonta hit Ryan. But let Ryan tell it, Tank don't hit like that. You know, that's equivalence of Ryan telling you or trying to convince you that if Tank hits a regular human being, he will disconnect his soul from his body, meaning he will most likely kill him. But guess what? He don't hit that hard. So if Gervonta team offer you $100 to spar him and be a punching bag, yeah, you should take that money. That's easy money. You be alright. Nevertheless, so you guys won't think I'm over exaggerating, here is exactly what Ryan Garcia had to say about Gervonta Davis' power. Check it out.
I didn't even see the shot. That was the funny part. I just got hit. I got up. I'm like, all right, motherfucker. I looked at him because I remember him saying, like, if I land that type of shot on you, I'm going to jump on you. Like, I'm going to knock you out. So I looked at him. I'm like, all right, come knock me out now. He didn't want to do that. You see, he right away started, he went back to what he was doing. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. Like, oh, I'll jump on you. Like, Luke Campbell didn't jump on you. But why didn't he jump on me? He knew I wasn't hurt. Like, I took his best shot and I was like, right there. And I think that would have knocked anybody out. That shit hit me dead in the chin.
Oh, yeah.
I got up. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
So you went on your butt and then you just stood, you got up.
To be honest, I think it's his timing and his precision that will drop you. Because I didn't feel like, when he hit me to the body, I didn't feel a heavy hand. Like, it was just like kind of like just light. And I'm like, okay. Like, it wasn't crazy. Like right here, like when he was hitting me on the sides, my arms, I'm like, you know, a guy, you feel a shot like, damn, that shit's
Heavy.
That shit's heavy. He don't have heavy hands.
He got a really good shot though.
What he hit me right in the liver. But I'm saying like physically, I didn't feel like him like
Power.
No. And I think that's what really meant. Like, it's not hard, but it's
precise.
methodical. It's
Yeah,
smart.
it's really.
It's just one of those shots that your body just wanted to do it and you can't. Like, I'm looking at
Is it a breath thing or is it just like a physical pain?
It's both. Like, everything's shutting down. You're like, and I'm looking. I'm like, why can't I move? I couldn't really do anything. And everything was drained out of me already though. I was like, imagine you being dehydrated, and on top of it, you get hit with the liver. It's gonna hurt even more.
And you had already got smacked in the face.
Yeah. So I was going through a lot at that moment, and I was just like, today's not my day. I was like, I was like, today's not my day.
Because I looked at you, I was like, did you think if you got back up also too, he might have knocked you out?
Nah, he wouldn't have knocked me out because I could take good headshots. Like, I've always been able to take, like, I'll get dropped, but I can get back up. That wasn't dazed at all from the headshot. I just knew that, like, my body's giving up on me. Like, it's like bad. Just physically, I can't do anything. My mind, I couldn't. I told him, like, even in the back, I was like, dude, my legs feel weak, everything feels weak.
Even after that?
Yeah, because they didn't let me rehydrate the right way. So when I was there, I was like, damn, my legs are weak. I'm hitting, but I don't feel strong. I'm like, dude, I'm in for some shit right now.
If you want to watch the full video, I'm going to leave the link for the full interview in the description box below. The irony of it all, Hector Garcia said a similar thing, despite the fact that he went blind when Gervonta Davis hit him. So I don't know what's up with these Garcias. Maybe it's a pride thing. However, one thing I do know, Ryan Garcia did so much talking, he confirmed he quit, saying things like, I could have gotten up, and he wouldn't have been able to knock me out. So again, the million-dollar question, what stopped Ryan Garcia from getting up and doing exactly that? I'll tell you what it is. Ryan quit because he knew Gervonta was going to turn him into a meme. I mean, Ryan did say, physically, I couldn't do anything. He admitted that. But mentally, I could. In my mind, I could have continued. But again, that's why they make movies, because we could do things mentally that we can't do physically, like Superman, Spider-Man, and you name it. In my mind, I could fly, but in reality, I could only walk. You see, we don't care what you could do in your mind. We only care what you could do physically, what you can actually show us. But again, we talking about Ryan Garcia, the man who contradicted himself a million times already. The same man who was auditioning to fight Kambosos for the belts, but as soon as Devin Haney became undisputed, Ryan said belts don't matter. Now all of a sudden, Ryan is over here begging to fight Rolly at 140 for the WBA title. Wait a minute, I thought Ryan said belts don't matter. But as soon as Rolly grabbed a vacant belt versus a 40 years old that was beating him, all of a sudden now Ryan wants to fight for the belt. Now the belt some way somehow matters. You see, the belts only matters to Ryan if he can actually beat the opposition. Not if he can't beat the opposition, like if he would have fought Devin Haney. We all know what time it is. Even Stevie Wonder could see what time it is when it comes to Ryan Garcia. Furthermore, Ryan is still making excuses to why Gervonta knocked him out. To this day, now he's blaming the rehydration clause, this, that, and the third, claiming he was dehydrated. But wait a minute, it was Ryan himself that said he doesn't gain that much weight after the fight anyways. He only gains 10 pounds. But now he's dehydrated. Word to Dante, the worst weapon in the world is a microphone and a camera. What Ryan doesn't realize is that Ryan himself and his entire team already debunked all of these excuses that they are making about being dehydrated. Ryan's own father, Henry, he came out stating before the fight that the weight won't be an issue because Ryan only gains about 10 pounds after the weigh-in. Here is exactly what Henry, Ryan's father, had to say. Check it out.
I've never seen my son gain more than 10 pounds, give or take. It's not an issue for him or me because I want him to gain at least 9 pounds. I mean, that's good. And if you gain 10 pounds, that's good too. But he knows what he's up against. He knows it. It's not like, he's going to forget or he's going to go over. No, I mean, we're all monitoring everything, but it's not going to be a factor for him. In fact, it's going to be good for him.
Then after the fight, Ryan Garcia's father, Henry, all of a sudden changed his mind, talking about Ryan was dehydrated, this, that, and the third. Like, wait a minute. You was just saying something completely different leading up to the fight. This is not what I said. This is what you said. Stop making excuses. So did Ryan. Ryan did the same thing. And that's my point exactly. Ryan has to face reality, and that's the fact that he didn't lack power, speed, strength, or even being dehydrated, so on and so forth. Because when Tank hit him, he did get up the first time. But the problem was, Ryan lacked skill. He doesn't have enough skill, and his IQ is low in the ring. He made some silly mistakes against Gervonta, such as initiating his combos every time with the left hook, repeatedly 3 times. That's how Gervonta managed to drop him the first time. These mistakes are what ultimately cost him the fight, not being dehydrated or any of the excuses that he's making. Last time I checked, the rehydration clause didn't land that body shot on Ryan. Gervonta landed that same punch on a lot of his opponents from Barrios, so on and so forth. Last but not least, I've seen these excuses coming from Ryan a mile away. I told you guys that leading up to the fight. That's why we asked Ryan and Gervonta a series of questions where Ryan debunked his own excuses out of his own mouth. Here is exactly what Ryan and Gervonta had to say about the rehydration clause and the reason behind it. Check it out.
Have you ever felt drained up and coming into a fight? Because this fight, you may have that experience since it's a catchweight and there's a rehydration clause.
Right. No, actually, I've never felt that, but I don't think it's going to be a problem because I feel good. I don't like to gain that much weight anyways after the weigh-ins. So I pretty much walk around in the ring at 148, so 146 won't be too much different.
It can be.
And for Ryan's last fight, he was originally scheduled to fight Fortuna at 135. Ryan wanted to fight at 135, but Fortuna wanted to fight at 140. So why do you think Ryan wants to fight you at a higher and heavier weight, but not Fortuna?
I think he just wanted to fight. I think he wanted to just be lazy and not train as hard. When he fight at 35, he actually got to like work to make the weight. So I think he was just trying to like be lazy, and then also probably think he got a better advantage at 140.
Yeah, you and Ryan are both lightweights. So if Ryan accepted the fight with you at 135, would there have been no rehydration clause?
You said what weight?
I said you and Ryan are both lightweights. If Ryan accepted to fight you at 135, would there have been?
Nah.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't have been. It just, he's trying to, I don't know, try to figure out, find a way to have some advantage, so I guess.